Have you ever asked yourself what would happen if you took the best Misfortune build and combine it with one of the best items in the game? Hello my fellow Misfortunates and welcome to Platinum 1 solo queue on my Smurf account. That was some weird lag right there, but yeah, we're playing not exactly the best Misfortune build because we are experimenting. And what I want to do, I build Sanguine Blade second in favor of Manamune first, and we skip Duskblade then. So the build is the same essentially, but instead of Duskblade we got Mirror Mana in the late game, which I don't know how it will be, if it's worth the trade-off. We will see. We need to also do some tweaks to the runes and skill order. We don't have Overheal because with Manamune you want Presence of Mind always, and therefore maxing W is not really as beneficial because you don't have the synergies with that rune. But yeah, so we're going Q-max and also the secondary runes. Because our late game is godlike anyway, we don't really need Gathering Storm because of Mirror Mana. So I just chose Biscuits and Boots to accelerate our build even more. Because when you don't need to spend 300 on Boots, that inferentially means you can spend that 300 on your next item. So we'll see how that goes. Also Biscuits is pretty good with Manamune because it's an additional 3 attack damage out of thin air, plus more on-hit damage, and obviously it's good for the early game. Because potions, you know. Even though we're against Lulu Vayne, I also wouldn't mind playing for the late game. We got Sona, and also my build should be very strong when it's at 6 items. So no reason to worry. Let's put on a ward, because we don't know where Kha'Zix is. And we need to respect the enemy. Now that we're... oh, okay, there he is. Good thing I placed that down. Yeah, Sona didn't respect them too much. She reacted too late. She probably didn't watch her minimap despite being overextended, which ended up costing her flash. And he might try to repeat gank because of that. You know, Sona no flash makes it very likely for him to get a kill on her when he comes back in the next 5 minutes. So especially once that ward expires, we need to be super careful. Doesn't look like he's around though, or else he would have shown himself. Can't get that minion. I really don't want to overextend here, because I don't want to gamble with Kha'Zix. Yeah, it's so likely that he's here because of Sona's missing flash. The wave's slow pushing towards us, so I don't actually lose much. Could have gotten that minion had I positioned better, but I didn't. Okay, Sona gets all in then dies. Not much I can do about that. So all I can do now is just sit under tower and farm. I don't think there's a chance they dive me. It's too risky for them. I'm almost full health, and we're still level 4, so the tower actually does quite a bit of damage. Almost got all of them. Missed 2 minions in the end. Focus on the cannon. Okay, I was actually quite close. I had a feeling the tower would just snack it. They're probably basing to spend their gold advantage. Or to convert their gold advantage, spend their gold. I'm popping a biscuit here just to fast push this, because we need this under tower as quickly as possible. Okay, perfect. So now, and now we need to be careful. Vayne has item advantage, because I only can really buy a pickaxe and tier components. There's pickaxe, and... Actually, I think... This is fine. Don't really need all the biscuits. I still have my health potion. And they're not really a poke lane, right? Lulu can poke a little bit, but Vayne is more like an all-in champion, or even more so a farming champion late-game hyper carry. Which means I'm better off just getting the gold from the biscuits. And when you sell them, you get the max mana anyway. One kill the Lulu, at least. Oh, that's amazing. And we get Vayne's flash. Would have been nice to get a kill there, but you can't have it all, right? And her flash is also quite valuable. Flashing after her is not really a good play, because first of all it's risky, and second of all, I get guaranteed value just off of farming that wave and maintaining flash advantage, right? Never take risks if you don't have to. But yeah, the fact we got that dragon is quite valuable. Lulu lived though, for some reason, and Yoni died. Oh well, what can you do? There's the Vayne. Got a first kill, huh? But yeah, I'm pretty confident we can take this game home if we just play carefully. At least in theory, the build I'm going for is quite strong. I haven't tried it yet, so again, it's just theory so far, but this is also why we need to play games like these. Try to push the misfortune meta, challenge the best build. Okay. A little bit risky. Sona is low HP. And I'm also quite low on mana, I need to be careful. Okay, Hecarim is pinging on his way, but he's way, way off. I mean, he's top side. Needs to recall and then come, maybe. But yeah, Vayne's only is also healing with lifesteal, which means our all-in potential gets smaller and smaller. And now that, well, Lulu is level 6, so what are we realistically going to do to them? Alright, Hecarim, show us what you got. If they recall here, then that's a shame. Oh, okay, they're probably still around. Yeah, nice. But we'll see. We need Hecarim to engage, or we need a good Sona ult once she turns 6 finally. Which is soon, hopefully. Come on, kill her. Good job. Yeah, I actually think that flash make it rain is worth here. Just ensuring we get that. Nice. Perfect. Teleport. What is this minion doing right there? But yeah, he's probably looking for Hecarim in his jungle. Oh well, but we got everything we wanted. We got all the kills. And we were able to, you know, push the wave under tower. Extending our CS lead. And we finally got our item. So now we can start stacking it up. And as soon as we get Sanguine Blade and this transformed, we're just a 1v1 monster. Again, it feels a little bit bad not to have overheal. But you can't have your cake and eat it too, or whatever the saying is. Right now we're not as strong, really. I think we're a little bit stronger than Vayne at the moment, but until we get our Manamune stacks, we're still in a little bit of a power trough. They're definitely going for... Oh. That was super risky. Why would she ever do that? Okay. Well, good thing I moved backwards. Had Lulu done too much damage to me too quickly? The only reason that worked is because it was not a 2v1 under my tower, but it was a 1v1 under my tower, and then another 1v1 if you want to call that fight with Lulu a 1v1. But, yeah, if you can avoid getting collapsed, chances are you're winning this, even if you have numbers disadvantage. Just don't allow the enemy to batter you simultaneously. Alright, let's take down that tower. Or well, not take it down, they already respawned, but we can take one more plating. And Hecarim should have this by himself, yeah, perfect. Second Drake for us. The hard carry. I hope this isn't warded, or else we might just... Okay. Sona might die if this is warded. Ah, barely. Barely gets away. This is better. For sure. Spending the maximum amount of gold. Okay, we're looking for looking at a good game here. Also, I need to buy an early Executioner's Calling, which will later transform into Mortal Reminder. Again, we're skipping Duskblade in favor of Manamune, and now we're going Sanguine Blade, Edge of Night, Mortal Reminder, Death's Dance. Now with Serrated Dirk, we actually have quite the all-in potential. Which is not worth too much, considering Lulu is an anti-all-in champion with her ulti and her shield. Come on, Sona. Ooh. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Oh, God! Why am I so good at this game? Please tell me. Oh well, I take those. Kind of a wasted Herald, but I guess he still gets another charge off onto the, you know, tier 2. By the way, if you like the style of how I explain things while playing, I hope I do a good job to help you understand League concepts and get better at the game yourselves. And if you think my content is valuable for you as a player, and or entertaining to watch, then click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future uploads. I also post guides every now and then, so if you're not into full gameplay every day, I also got you covered there. But now we need to rotate to mid lane, because this is where the madness will happen. Okay, he just goes over the wall, sure. Yeah, I should probably just... can I... actually, can I get my item? Yes, I can. This is a good position to kill top lane though, because Sona's on her way, and with a 3v1 we can actually dive the Nasus, I would assume. But I think he noticed what we're doing. Oh, okay, he didn't. Perfect. Nice. That almost went wrong, but I mean, we take those still. And yes, I could buy my item, which would be amazing. But pressuring that tower, we can take it right now. Essentially trading it for bot tower. We take this, and then I recall, get my item, and push bot until it's past river. It's still, with Sanguine Blade, it's still a very split push heavy style. Which should be nice with Manamune, because it gives you time to stack it without actually needing to fight enemy champions. And yeah, next up I definitely want my healing reduction for Nasus and for Sylas. Make sure nobody's in here. Okay, that means we can push one more wave safely. And I think I could 1v1 Vayne if it came down to that. Okay, push past river and then roam. I will walk the safe way, just to be sure I don't die randomly. I'm worth quite the shutdown. So we just play the ball on their side of the field. Okay, that didn't work. Kha'Zix. That's not really the best ult. I just tried to cover that jungle entrance to stop those two from joining. Because that could have been ugly. That's his flash. Oh, okay, I need to get away from that. Yeah, I should walk the safe way. Everything else is too risky. Even flashed for that triple, but I didn't get it. I can dive Vayne if she gets cocky. Oh, so close. Come on, guys. I won't risk it. It's no point. Just play it safe. Take the free stuff, win the game. Don't get ahead of yourselves. And that tower is so free with Sanguine Blade. I'll still take it. Again, super free tower. Now I'll place on my control ward and look to reset to spend my gold. And quickly take that, because why not? Alright, time to upgrade some items. We're also making progress on Manamune. Looking at a like 22 minutes-ish transformation. Okay, now with healing reduction, it gets way more manageable, especially because of Nasus and this dude. He's super far behind, but still. Just playing it safe. Also against Vayne, it's quite valuable. Against Lulu, not as much, or not at all, actually, because her ulti is not a regeneration, but a health infusion, which is not affected by grievous wounds. I can kill Kha'Zix, can't I? Oh well. Why should I risk anything? Just push in the wave and rotate. Business as usual. Cover that Sona. And poke the tower a little bit. I guess this build would be a good choice for you if you like the Sanguine Blade, but if you have trouble managing your mana. Because with Manamune Presence of Mind, mana is obviously no longer an issue. Nice, we got it. And we get him. Ooh, that taunt. Ah, oh, juicy. Getting that Q and then animation cancelling that Q with your ulti. I know it's not a real animation cancel, but still, it looks cool. You can take mid inhibitor here, and it should be impossible for them to defend. Shouldn't it? Alright, nice. We need to reset now. We got too much gold. We just spend it. Yeah, Hecarim takes their jungle away, so we can base right there. Yeah, I think still sitting on that Doran's Blade is optimal. Because what can we get? A long sword? It's obviously worse than a Doran's Blade. But yeah, next up we get the Mortar Reminder. And yeah, Shen should split push top lane and we take bot lane. So they have 3 people, or 3 things to worry about. Super minions running down their mid lane, Shen running down their top lane, and us running down their bot lane. And Shen is so mobile with his ulti and with teleport that it's very hard for them to respond correctly. It's essentially a checkmate situation. Very close to transformation. We should have it for the next team fight, definitely. And not only does this item now give crazy amounts of attack damage, but also... you see, it's right now at more than 80 attack damage. But also we get the on-hit passive, which is even more damage. Especially with Sanguine Blade, it's a nice combination. Okay, well, there we go. Getting the transformation. And again, if they don't respond to me, I just take this. Easy. The tower taking is a little bit slower than with the other build, simply because the on-hit here doesn't work on towers, but the lethality from Duskblade does. But it should be a little bit more DPS against champions. You do lose out on 10% cooldown reduction and also on the Nightfall passive, which can be quite useful, but it's whatever. This dude's dead. Especially with Grievous Wounds, there's nothing that Nasus can do. And now with numbers advantage we take the free Drake, which is a free Drake soul. And that should lock down the game, shouldn't it? Nice, perfect. Obviously Cloud Soul is quite valuable when you don't have any cooldown reduction. And a champion with that strong and ultimate like MF. I'm fine split pushing bot lane here. We can take that inhibitor and kill the Sylas if he really tries to do something funny. Oh no. No, not like this. No! I got ahead of myself. Yeah, getting stunned by Vayne. We should have played it safe. I didn't listen to my own advice right there. Also, I have way too much gold. Should have went back and spent. That was greedy. Plain greedy. We should have just taken the inhibitor. Again, take the free stuff, win the game. Don't get greedy. Just take that inhibitor, back off, spend your gold, push in top lane and win the game for free. That was super unnecessary. But yeah, that's what went wrong right there. I mean, I'm only human, sometimes I get greedy, I want to chase some fancy kills, and then that happens, but yeah. It's okay. I just fed 1,000 golds to the Vayne, I mean, who cares? But yeah, obviously not very clean. Now we're almost full build. Last item being Death's Dance. But our damage right now is through the roof. If we... obviously, if we get stunned, we can't apply our damage, because we can't move. But, if I can keep auto-attacking, they got no chance. I guess in a 1v1 duel with Vayne, when she can't stun me, I win 100% of the time. Almost there. Just take the tower, don't dive. Okay, Hecarim is already finishing. Nice. That damage, look at it! Oh no, the inhibitor respawned, we can't finish. Okay, now we can. So we didn't deal most damage this game, but honestly we did so much, we took so many towers and put on so much pressure on them through our macro play, and teamfight presence. That S+ is well deserved. About the build, it feels nice. It's, I think, easier to play than the pure Sanguine Blade build. If you struggle with mana issues, then Mirror Mana is certainly a fine addition to this build. Try it out for yourselves, let me know what you think. But if you want to see the pure Sanguine Blade version of this, then click the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb. But if you rather save your money, you can support me for free by clicking the like and the subscribe button.